Hey there, beer tubers! Welcome back to another episode of Maxwell Starr's Beer Review. Tonight, we're going to take a look at a brand new seasonal beer that just showed up here at NB liquor stores. At the time of this recording, a whole bunch of new Christmas seasonal beers have just recently appeared. I actually bought this today. Ooh, I'm getting to this really quick! Yay! It's the first time in like months. And I'm going to take a look at something special from Ontario. Now, all the other new beers that have showed up there, I mean, there's a couple. There's like Fuller's Vintage 2014 I haven't looked at yet, of course. But the other ones are like Witchwood Bah Humbug is here. I've reviewed that years ago. And there's a couple others, and I'm pretty sure that I've already looked at. But this one is interesting. This one is from a brewery that I've had only a couple beers from before. But both of them were awesome. Like Black Oak. Black Oak's 10 Bitter Years is one of the best beers in Canada and one of the best IPAs I've ever had. They make a really awesome Nut Brown as well, and I had a chance to try those, both of those courtesy of Albino Rhino. But for the very first time outside of Picaroon's beer leftovers, Brewer's Bash leftovers, this time we actually get to try a Black Oak beer up close and personal because they were kind enough, NB Liquor was kind enough to bring one of these ones in for the holidays. So, a very interesting beer. This is Black Oak's Nutcracker Porter. And I think it was years ago I watched it, but I remember watching a review about this on Albino Rhino's channel, and I think it was good enough that they did the Porter dance. But, you know, let's see what I think of it. So, it just says, Nutcracker Porter, our spice seasonal porter. Perfectly balanced roasted malt with subtle hops delivers a festive character and flavor. Dark ebony color, enticing malty aroma with hints of figgy pudding. Mild carbonation leads to a distinctive taste in a full-bodied beer. Cheers, Ken. Original gravity is 14.1 Plato. Ingredients: water, barley malt, toasted wheat, hops, cinnamon, and yeast. So they added cinnamon to it. And so you'd have cinnamon in addition to whatever, for like ester characters that was imparted by the yeast. Brewed and bottled by Black Oak Brewing Co., Toronto, Ontario. And it's got the Ontario Craft Brewers organization stamp on the side, blackoakbeer.com. Yeah, 5.8% ABV. Porter, that's pretty strong for porter, actually. Let's give this a try. I've been drinking way too much tonight. Whatever. Drinking by myself, and I got some big beers. Ooh. Okay, that looks sexy. Oh. Ooh. Now you're talking. Look at that. Holy shit. Black as night. There's no light coming through that. Let me see something here. I haven't done this in a while. Turn my flashlight on. See if I got any light coming through. No, not at all. Wow. That is soot black. That is blocking out the sun black. That's really, really dark. It looks like a stout. Usually a porter's let at least some color through. That is really dark. I gotta say, I love the look of it. Even though there's not a lot of head to it, I mean, it didn't pour with any head at all, much head at all. And now I see black on the top of the beer. What little is there has got this mahogany mocha color. You know, it looks nice. It looks more like a stout, but I gotta say, it looks really nice. So let's give it a sniff. Ooh. It's light. It's beginning to smell more like a porter, of course. You get coffee. Coffee and chocolate. And there's something else there. But it's not strong. It's a very faint smell. So what's there is like coffee, chocolate, maybe something subtly fruity. I want to say figgy pudding because, yeah, I get that figgy pudding because I read it on the side of the darn bottle, but maybe they're right. Maybe that is what I smell. It almost smells like chocolate and toffee. Which figgy pudding would smell like? All right, so let's give it a taste. Cheers. Ooh. It definitely tastes like a porter. Despite its stouty appearance, it has a very medium. It's medium body. It's not absolutely thick. It's full of roast. It's got a lot of roasty characters, but it kind of almost dissipates into a lighter, waterier kind of body. It's not a beer I would regard as finishing dry. You know, I'm kind of disappointed in the fact that I'm not getting as much cinnamon as I was hoping. If they added cinnamon to the beer, which it says in the ingredients list, I'm not getting much of that other taste, but what I am getting is this kind of nice roast coffee, like hints of chocolate. It's mostly like spent coffee, really. It's like coffee that's been in the pot for a while, but really dark roast. Coffee grinds. Those people who are coffee fans may like this beer. But I find it a little one-dimensional. I mean, with the nut brown, it was kind of bursting with this nice brown ale kind of brown bread, brown sugar, brown, like, really kind of taste. And man, that 10 Bitter Years was a phenomenal beer. But with this one, I'm not getting a lot from it. I'm not getting much smell. I'm hardly getting any cinnamon at all. I mean, maybe there's a hint there. Very faint. But I'm mostly getting this rich, dark porter. Which, that in itself is not bad at all. I mean, really, that's something that I really like as a porter beer. And I'm getting nice porter of this. I'm not getting cinnamon porter, and I'm not getting epic porter. And perhaps maybe I went into this expecting far too much from this brew. But what I'm getting is nice. I just don't get much indication that it's festive. I'm not getting a lot of cinnamon. I'm hardly getting anything at all. And in that, I'm disappointed. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is a bad beer. I'm just going to say it's your average porter. And for an average porter, it's not bad. Whew. This will probably be the lowest rating I've given to any Black Oak beer, but I'm going to have to say it. 3.25 out of 5. It hurts me to say. I like Black Oak. Black Oak's one of my favorite Ontario breweries. But they kind of let me down on this one. I don't know. I guess that's the way it goes. I guess that's how the nut cracks. Anyway, thanks for watching Maxwell Starr's Beer Review. We will talk to you folks later. Cheers.